Welcome everybody to our sixth meeting, our first one of the spring semester. Today we're going to have a bit of a intro meeting for all of the new members who have joined, as well as any returning members. We're just going to go over what the club is about, as well as what are our plans for the spring semester. Let me first start off by saying what we are for the CS Club. Our goal is to explore the computer science field outside of what IVC provides. We want to help students make the most of their time before transferring by giving them a community of like-minded individuals in the same field, taking the same classes, to be able to interact and support each other. We also, one of our main goals as a club, and you'll see with the events we have planned for this semester, is to give our members experiences and knowledge that they can take with them. So when you go to apply to your schools, you can talk about the CS Club as a pretty good thing, in the sense that like you picked up a couple skills or did a couple things that make you look as a stronger candidate to whatever you want to do in the future. I'd like to introduce to you guys the board for this semester. We added a couple people since last semester. Obviously, my name is Christian Caparoso. I'm the president of the club. With me is also Imran Azmi and Omar Yu. Omar Yu isn't here today. He has class, but both of them are our vice presidents. We have two ICC officers, Lauren Lee and Jay Trang, as well as secretary Miriam, and our treasurer, who couldn't be here, Sasha or Alex, depends on whatever you want to be, whatever she wants to be called. And we also have Allison Chu, who is our outreach chair, then Nolan and David, who are our webmasters, Nicolette, who is our publicity, and last but not least, our two designers, Mimi and Narman. So if you guys want to keep up with us, any sort of announcements or any events we may have planned, any meetings, because everything is online, it's a little bit more tricky to kind of communicate with everyone. So we want to encourage everyone who's attending this meeting, as well as any members, that we have different forms of social media, such as our Instagram, the Discord server, which I'm pretty sure everyone's part of. We have our YouTube channel, which you can easily find by looking up, IVC Computer Science Club or Vine Valley College Computer Science Club, and you'll find our YouTube channel, as well as our Club Day video, which was just kind of an intro, similar to like a very brief summary of what our goals are as a club. And if not, also make sure to be part of our mailing list by either filling out the club registration form that is in our Discord server. It should be messaged out to anybody who joins the Discord server. The reason is because we asked for your email, and when we have your email, we send out an email roughly a week before every meeting. And if not, we will send a recap email about a meeting. For example, this week we had a bit of an issue trying to get emails out to everybody. So instead we will do a bit of like a summary and send it out to everyone. So on our YouTube, we have all the recordings for previous meetings, and this one right now that's being recorded will also be uploaded to that channel. So if you ever miss out on any meetings, you can go in and watch parts of whatever meeting you want. We had a Discord bot competition last semester. We had a couple guest speakers. What else? We had a transfer workshop to talk about the requirements that are needed to transfer to the Cal States, the UCs, and we also had a little bit of talking about alternate majors that still relate to CS, and all that can be found on that YouTube channel. So this is our calendar for this semester, what we have planned. We are keeping with the bi-weekly schedule of having to meet every other Friday at 12 until 2. Obviously, there's sometimes we won't reach the 2 p.m. mark like today, because some meetings might be shorter than 2 hours. So because 2 weeks from now, it is President's Day weekend, we won't have a meeting until the 2 weeks after that day. So roughly a month from now, and that will be a mini kind of coding competition, which we will have more details as we get closer to that day. And then after that, we will have an internship workshop, which will kind of guide students to tell them kind of tips and an overall guide on how you can approach internships for computer science. After that, we will have our annual hackathon, which will span 3 days, and we'll have a little bit more details in the next slide. And we'll also have a CS career fair with some guest speakers who are in the industry to be able to ask them questions, and they will answer any inquiries you may have, whether or not like what they did at their time in college. Some of them actually are alumni from IVC. And then after that, we will have board elections. Many of the people on board are actually transferring out this semester, so we will have to pretty much have a completely new board. And the week after that, we will have the board announcements, as well as a bit of a study session for everyone, because it is the week before finals, and that can be a pretty stressful time. This schedule will be available for everyone later today. I will upload it so you can refer back to that, as well as on the IVC Club's website. It should be listed what days we have meetings. I think we do have to update 2 dates, because on there it does have February 12th and I believe it's March 26th as meeting days, but neither of those can be done due to the fact that they're both holidays and school is not in session, so therefore we can't have meetings for those days. Our hackathon. So we have an annual hackathon, and it's coming back this spring. Obviously, it's going to be online this time. So last year we had it online, and it worked out well, obviously with some minor adjustments. We do have some initial details for the people who are interested, and we will release more details as we get closer to the date. So we will have 36 hours for everyone to work on whatever application they can think of. You can work in groups or on your own. Groups can be up to 4 members. Your teams will have to be finalized before the actual event begins. We'll have multiple check-ins throughout the 36 hours to kind of check in on groups, to give them a little bit of some interview questions just to see how they're doing. And we can have content to show, hey, this is what happened during the hackathon. All submissions will be done through DevPost. And after submissions have been posted, each team will be able to present their application, and after that we'll have a judging and award ceremony for the groups to see who wins. So like I said, more specific details such as times, registration links, any more specific details we'll have closer to the date, because like I said, it's not until April 9th to April 11th. So that's 3 months from now. And we don't want to set anything in stone just because it's subject to change, minor details. So now we're going to go ahead and go into some breakout rooms to just do a couple of icebreakers. Here are the questions we'll have for the breakout rooms. Let me quickly okay, so hope everyone had fun in their breakout rooms.
It was a blast.
Yeah. So last but not least, I just have some closing statements for this today's meeting. Just want to ask if anybody had any questions after everything we talked about, whether it's the schedule, anything you'd like to see from the club. But if not, we also have our next meeting, February 26th, which is roughly a month from now. I already explained why it's not 2 weeks from now. if we look at the schedule, the next meeting will be the mini coding competition. We'll have more details on that, getting closer to the date, but we will kind of spend the entire meeting talking about the competition that next meeting. And that will be same link as this one. If not, we will also send out an email with the link and all the information, as well as make an announcement on the actual server, 12 p.m. on a Friday. So yeah, does anyone have any questions or anything? If not, then the meeting is now adjourned. I will see you all in roughly a month. And it was great to get to meet you all.
For you too, man.
Yeah, thanks.
You too, man.